Get the knowledge.
Hi, my name is Pritchard. I'm a Professor of Philosophy at the University of Edinburgh, and I'm also the Director of the Aidan Research Centre. Epistemology is concerned with how we access the truth, what kinds of things enable us to get to the truth, how is it that we know the truth, what is it to know that something is the case, but also the kinds of things that give us reason for thinking something is true, such as evidence, rationality, justification, and so forth. So it's a whole cluster of notions centered around knowledge, which is all about our access to the truth. Evidence is the kind of thing where if you have it, it makes some statement, for example, more likely to be true given that you have it. So, for example, suppose a statement like the cat is on the mat. What would be evidence that this is true? Well, maybe that you saw it for yourself, that someone told you the cat was on the mat. These are all reasons which, if you have them, it's more likely that statement is going to be true than if you didn't have them. I think the way to look at this is to see the development of the scientific method. And the development of the scientific method is effectively ways of taking very subjective kinds of evidence and turning them into something which is objective. So that's why it's important to have, double-blind trials, to have statistical significance with your data sets, to have certain kinds of methodology in place. What you're doing is you're moving away from a model where you're just simply citing your individual observations. Instead, you're giving a framework within which we can make sense of those individual observations objectively. So other people can look at that evidence and they can evaluate it for themselves. And I think that's the process of going subject to objective. It doesn't even have to be science. Think about a court of law, the same thing happens there. There's all kinds of genuine sorts of evidence which are inadmissible in the court of law. And the reason why they're inadmissible is because we have certain structures in place in terms of identifying what kinds of evidence are genuinely objective evidence for this purpose.
Get the knowledge.